Well, Michael, a trip to Leeds United on Thursday evening. You'll go there in good spirits, though, after the result at the weekend over Barnsley.
Yeah, it was a very important game for us, and a very good result and good performances in many aspects of it. So you're right. As we come into the game on Thursday night, which is as big a challenge as we can get at this level of football, there's no better way to go into the game. Although, as I say, I think it'll be a totally different game.
What's impressed you about Leeds so far this season, from what you've seen of them? They're incredibly strong. They've got strength all over the pitch, haven't they?
Yeah, they've great intensity to their play. They've got great running power in terms of their options both in the wide areas and how they play the game. They press you very well, and obviously they've been in the top 2 or 3 positions for basically since day one of the season. So they have a massive prize to play for in terms of trying to get to the Premier League and be the champions. But equally, we have to look after our side of things and what we have to play for. So look, we will have to match that level of intensity in the game, or otherwise it'll be very difficult for us.
As far as our situation is concerned, everybody talks about the magic 50-point mark. Is that something that's in your mind? Is that what you're working towards, or do you think that it might take more to secure survival this season?
I think, I never really have put a target on it for the players. Well, I haven't put a target on it. We've approached each game and tried to find a way to take 3 points. And if we can't take 3 points, at least try and take 1 point. When you look at us this season, we've lost 21 games, which is too many, for me. Although we've won, a number of games, like particularly, my tenure here, which really would give you a chance to be more of at the other end of the table challenging for a playoff spot. But so look, we just have to make sure, as I say, that we're ready to play. We have to take each game as it comes. There's no point in looking beyond this game. The games are coming around every 3 days, so I think we've seen a lot of inconsistencies in the results as well. And we bounced back from a poor performance to give a very good performance, and that's the level that we have to set in the remaining games.
Very clinical in front of goal against Barnsley. Chances may be at a premium at Elland Road, so it's important that you continue in that vein, isn't it, on Thursday?
Well, yeah, it is. A clean sheet was a big positive for us on Saturday as well. I don't think you're going to go and win and beat Leeds away in a high-scoring game. I think that we're going to have to be tight. We're going to have to be difficult to beat. And equally, we're going to have to make sure that we, maximise the opportunities that we have as well. Leeds have been dominant, I think, in all their home games this season. It doesn't mean they've always won those games, but they have been the dominant team. So we possibly have to be prepared for that. But, not having the ball for long periods in the game doesn't mean that we can we can't get a positive result. We've proven that. West Brom away was a perfect example of that, and a performance of that nature will be something that we aim for again.
Obviously, Elland Road is one of the more vociferous of grounds. Do you think it's going to help the fact that you're going to be playing behind closed doors again?
Well, yeah, I think it probably does. I think the team that maybe suffers most is obviously the home team. And in this situation, we've missed playing at home in front of our fans. And I think that, that's been a big factor in the games, post-lockdown. The teams, it's been a real leveller. Leeds with the prize that they're playing for, they'd have a ferocious crowd there, so we won't have to deal with that. But we'll still have to deal with a ferocious team in terms of, how they'll play. But certainly we should be able to come into the game in good confidence and believe that we can go there and get a result.
In terms of injuries, have you got any fresh concerns?
No fresh concerns, 1 or 2 knocks and a few little concerns. And it's natural, given the regularity of the games, that players are going to be, pushed to the limit as they have been. Again, we're getting through 4 or 5 substitutions a game to try and give people recovery time. Saturday was nice for that because we were able to ease a few by taking them off, maybe either at the water break as we did, or shortly after that. But it just depends on how the game is, because if you're chasing the game, you have to try and take something from it. As I say, the little injuries that we have, hopefully they'll clear up for Thursday evening.